picture on a magazine. Never got your face on a video screen. We'll make you famous if you help us out. Who's still waiting for the panic crowd? That's the way you gotta give them all a show. Get your gun, baby, and shoot it up, shoot it up. Get your gun, baby, and shoot it up, shoot it. Get your gun, baby, and shoot it up, shoot it up. Get your gun, baby, and shoot it up, shoot it. We'll help you pull the trigger. We'll tell you what to say. Just leave it all up to us, and we'll help you make a name. We'll help you pull the trigger. We'll tell you what to say. Just leave it all up to us, and we'll help you make a name. It doesn't matter if you disagree. We're making a hand over fist on tragedy. Some revolution will be televised. But just
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XFW. This is Saturday Night Showdown. As we kick things off with the Ministry of Darkness opening up our program. Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream. And thank you all for tuning in, whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. Thank you for joining us, and here comes the Ministry as the Wanderer Owen Bush escorts the Butcher down to the ringside.
From California, weighing in at 327 pounds,
The Butcher, 320 some odd pounds, being escorted by the man who claims to walk through the veils of the worlds of living and the dead, the Wanderer Owen Bush, the very first member of the Ministry to be corrupted by Drago. Oddly, it was the Butcher, formerly known as El Yanator, formerly known as Todd Finch, who's having an identity crisis after losing match after match after match, that actually submitted to Drago to join the Ministry. Everyone else in the Ministry has been subsequently taken over by Drago, absorbed, conflicted. For lack of a better term, ladies and gentlemen, mind control. And the Butcher ready to go tonight. Daniel Howard Green, thank you for sending 100 stars this early on in XFW. But tonight, the Butcher collides with the ring general of XFW, the Crusher Carl Ellis.
and his opponent from Norfolk, Virginia, weighing in
Carl Ellis, a ring veteran. A lot of other competitors in the locker room call him the ring general. With over 20 plus years of in-ring experience. Actually, I think it's more towards 30, as Carl is up there in age, but is in better shape than some wrestlers half of his age. Come out of retirement and return here to XFW in hopes of one more run of championship glory. For whatever reason, the Butcher came forward and asked for this matchup. Could it be that the ministry sees Carl Ellis as another opponent, as someone else that gets in their way? There's the bell, folks, and here we go. Ellis and the Butcher starting things off, and Carl Ellis already taken, as I spoke too soon. Ellis starting things off with an armbar, but the Butcher already with the right hands, laying in shots. Ellis firing back knife edge chop. Ellis damn near double the years in the ring over the Butcher. 2 decades plus of in-ring experience and already taking a lead. Ellis getting a little shimmy and shake there. Every now and again we see that surprise look, that little bit of charisma come out of Ellis, as well as the outstanding in-ring superiority. Ellis now turning on the arm, wrenching out an overhand wrist lock, the Butcher dropping to one knee. Butcher now firing back repeatedly. The Butcher really has advanced here in XFW. Again, coming into the company as Eliana Torre, the former janitor of XFW, literally the guy that used to sweep the floors before and after the show. Training under Pedro Ortiz Jr. for a number of years just to become a wrestler here at XFW. And then turning his back on Pedro Ortiz, going under his original name of Todd Finch. And we saw the aggressive nature come out, that killer instinct really come out after he changes back to his original name, and then joining the ministry, submitting himself to Drago and Drago's will, and now you see this variation of Finch. Now the Butcher lays in a heavy right hand to Carl Ellis. He's become very, very bloodthirsty after leaving Pedro Ortiz, and it's only gotten more substantial now that he's locked in with the ministry. And you see the Wanderer Owen Bush on the outside cheering him on. The Wanderer has really become the handler for the ministry, doing Drago's minions' bidding work. Very much the handler of Fenwick the Monster. Right now the Butcher, with a hellacious spine buster, takes Ellis down to the canvas. Derek Smith already noticing some supernatural things on the outside. We know this is the ministry. As much as I hate to say it, folks, I don't believe in voodoo magic, but we've seen the ministry pull off some pretty substantial, unexplainable things inside the squared circle. We've already seen the Wanderer almost damn near teleport on the outside, hovering like a specter or a ghost or what have you. And now the Butcher again, stomping away on Ellis. Repeated stomps down to the face. And again, you see the Wanderer on the outside, cheering on one of the hounds of hell of the ministry. Ellis turns things around the corner now. Woo, bad spot for the Butcher. Ellis has him planted on that top turbo. A big right hand now from the Butcher. Both men now on the top rope. Ellis now hoisting up superplex from the top. From Carl Ellis, big time impact there. Look at that boom, both men coming down. Big impact by Carl Ellis. Ellis now back in control. The Butcher fires back with a shot to the midsection. Big right hand now by the Butcher, hoisting him up. And almost a backbreaker style maneuver, but drives the elbow into the sternum. We've got a cover. Almost a 3 count, but Ellis surviving, getting the shoulder up. Butcher now going right back to work. Ellis by the head. The Butcher now the wind-up, tossing Ellis right to the outside, right in front of the Wanderer. And here comes the Butcher now. Both men now on the outside. Mike and Turner going to make the count. Butcher sent into the ringside barricade. Nathan Jaklowski, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to Saturday Night Showdown. Right hands down from Ellis. Level down the Butcher. The Crusher looking for an opportunity for XFW gold. Sights set on the World Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Drago, the leader of the Ministry of Darkness. Both men, well, Butcher did go back inside. Wild swing at Ellis. Ellis now wisely getting back inside the ring as Mike and Tura continued the count. Both men now back inside. Exchanging blows back and forth. Ellis going for the base, trying to take out the legs of the Butcher. Butcher now tossed to the outside by the Crusher, Carl Ellis. Ellis now in control, right hand. Oh, and a slap to the face by the Butcher. Now was sent into the steel ring post. Brutal impact by the Butcher. But again, we see the Ministry. We see them time and time again. Where the hell is the Butcher going? To the top rope. Logan Myers, hey to you, and welcome to Saturday Night Showdown. The Butcher on the top rope. Elbow drop right to the top of the head. Ellis trying to roll underneath, but the Butcher hanging on. Grabbing him by the top of the head. Hoisting him up high. Big time powerbomb. Deep cover now by the Butcher. But Ellis again gets the shoulder up. Ellis has a lot more left in the tank, and again, the years of experience are going to come into play here. But again, that killer instinct, that unrelenting, unforgiving brutality by the Butcher knows no bounds as he continues to turn the tables. And again, you've got to wonder. You've got to watch. You've got to wonder if the outside interference can come into play. The Wanderer at ringside could be weighing on the mind of the Butcher and distracting him as these two continue to battle it out. Strike to the midsection now by the Butcher. Pushing him up, vertical suplex. Slamming him down, turning mid-air to change the position. Butcher goes for a right hand. Ellis now firing right back. Hoisting him up. Ellis has him up. Into the vertebreaker. Beautiful maneuver by Carlos, but he can't capitalize. Ellis exhausted. Can't capitalize. We've got to cover. The Butcher gets the shoulder up. That split second that Ellis was exhausted allowed the Butcher to get the shoulder up. Ellis now trying to get this capacity crowd behind him. Horrible tie-up. The Butcher now shoving Ellis back. Charging again. Ellis levels in the shoulder tackle. And now a clothesline. Wild swing now by the Butcher. Super kick by Ellis. Levels. The Butcher down to the canvas. Goes right back to the arm. Again the Butcher with a right hand. And a second one. Up he goes and drops him down a second time. Good Lord, the Ministry again in full power tonight. Ellis getting the tables turned on him each and every time he turns around. Stalking over Ellis' heads now with the Butcher. Butcher's got him up. Face plants him down. Brutal impact. We've got to cover. Almost a 3 count, but again. The Butcher now taking a swing at Mike Tura. He gets caught. Drives him down to the canvas. The Butcher getting angry at Mike Tura for that count. And Ellis may capitalize. Butcher again gets the shoulder up. The Ministry turning the tables here. Kick to the midsection now by Ellis. Pump handle position, hoist him up. Almost a Death Valley driver. Impressive maneuver there by Ellis. The Butcher back to his feet. Back and forth in an opening contest. Suplex. The Butcher now demanding Ellis to get back to his feet. Right hand again by the Butcher. What's he got this time? I can't. Face first. He might be too close to the ropes. The Butcher's got his foot across the bottom rope, but again, Ellis somehow survives. Somehow gets a shoulder up. I don't think the Butcher has what it takes to keep Ellis down. 2 clotheslines now to the Crusher. Wild swing now off the top rope. With that clothesline goes the Butcher. Big right hand again. And another Uranagi style maneuver by the Butcher. Drops down Ellis. He's going to hoist him up a third time and another one. And again the rollover. And this time the Butcher pulls it off. But 3 times he needed to land that face plant to get Ellis down. And again, having his foot across the bottom rope at one point. But somehow, again, that killer instinct, the killer instinct, I should say, of the Butcher comes through. Derek Smith, thank you for liking the stream. Ellis giving it his all, but again is the Ministry targeting the Crusher now, as the Butcher asked for this matchup tonight.
Here is your winner, the Butcher.
What a way to kick off Saturday Night Showdown, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot more to come your way to this evening. Well, folks, thank you for joining me here on XFW tonight. Hopefully you enjoy our show. If you do like our program, please hit that like and share button. As you might know someone who might enjoy the XFW digital wrestling action here at Bloodsword6 Streaming. So please hit that like and share button so someone else might tune in and see XFW. Folks, we've got a hell of a main event for you tonight. Do we have it on here? There's our matchup, ladies and gentlemen. The Destroyer and Bad Boy Marshall Sweet teaming up against the Wanderer Owen Bush and Fenwick in tag team competition later tonight in our main event. That one should be absolutely extraordinary, as again the Ministry continues to dominate. Again, we saw last week Drago and the Destroyer going at it, and the Destroyer getting I'm going to say, folks, screwed by the referee calling the wrong match, getting Drago's swinging a chair at the Destroyer throwing the chair back at Drago and getting himself disqualified. A lot of folks felt that was a bad call by the referee, but the decision stands. And last night in one-on-one competition, Drago was going head-to-head with the Tank Sam Ford, using a chair again to get the victory. The Ministry continuing to use dirty tactics in any fashion they can to get a pinfall victory over anyone. And they continue to target anyone they seem as a threat here in XFW. The Destroyer, Hiro Katsuyori, Sean Owens, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, and more. And last night, Mark Collins attempted to cash in the Extreme Opportunity briefcase on Drago after that brutal match with Sam Ford. And then Drago instantly rolled underneath the ring and hit Mark Collins with a steel chair, intentionally getting disqualified so Collins could not continue to cash in that Extreme Opportunity briefcase. I have heard from the championship committee that match will not be counted, and Collins still has the Extreme Opportunity briefcase, so that Collins can, at a future date, cash that in. Quite frankly, folks, Collins got lucky. But I feel the championship committee gave him that opportunity because Drago intentionally got himself disqualified. But right now, we're going to head down the ring for more one-on-one action as the Maniacal Glee returns to XFW, going head-to-head with Alex Quinn next. And here comes the Maniacal One now. The Maniacal Glee, the absolute batshit crazy lunatic of XFW, the man that you cannot practice for, the man that you cannot prepare yourself for, is the Maniacal One. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to XFW tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Whatever format you're choosing to watch XFW, whether you are on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, thank you for joining us tonight here on XFW as the Maniacal One enters the squared circle. Glee has become a fan favorite in XFW. A lot of people continue to get behind the Maniacal Glee. But tonight he takes on one half of a tag team, one half of the Varsity Club in Alex Quinn Esquire This should definitely prove to be a match. Again, the numbers game might come into effect, but I can't blame Alex Quinn for bringing his partner Troy Grant out to ringside. Again, when you're dealing with the maniacal Glee, you never know what's going to come forth. You never know how it's going to work out. You never know what this guy is going to pull out of his sleeve. Unpredictable, imaginative, and absolutely out of his mind is the maniacal one. He goes from playful kitten to psychotic lunatic in the drop of a hat. I'm not sure exactly why the fans of XFW continue to get behind the maniacal Glee. But here we go. We're offering. Here comes Glee already with a big boot. And then immediately leaves the ring. Glee immediately leaves the ring, and Glee with a big boot to Troy Grant. What the hell? Alex Quinn now raising his hands, trying to figure out what's going on. And Glee now, what is going on? Glee now running around the ring like a lunatic. And swinging again at Troy Grant. Glee now back inside. Are we going to get a wrestling match or what? Glee off the ropes and misses. Glee going high for that moonsault. Quinn's sidestepping and laying it out. Heavy clothesline. Early cover now by Quinn. Smart maneuver. Thomas Muller, thank you for liking the stream. Lee getting back to his feet, slapping away the hand. Lee would kick in the midsection, and Quinn catches him with a brutal lariat. Lee may realize now he's not want to mess with the Varsity Club. These two do not have a sense of humor. All they have is ego and, quite frankly, a silver spoon in both their mouths, paid for by their daddies. Alex Quinn's father, a high-priced lawyer from New York, bought his way into XFW through advertising and grants. No tryout, no nothing. Bought his way into another boys' club. Glee in a little bit of trouble here already. Whoa, Glee grabbing Grant. Oh, no. Glee, holy hell! Holy hell! Glee with a suplex, both men crashing to the outside. Wow! The maniacal one putting his own body on the line, and that's what we talk about, folks. With the maniacal Glee, unpredictable. Glee now kicking him away. Here comes Glee again on a clothesline now from the maniacal one. Troy Grant definitely does not look happy on the outside. Glee with a snap. Oh, a kick to the face by Alex Quinn. Nice turnaround. But Glee with a fireman's carry takedown. Glee to this day has only had one opportunity to XFW Gold. And that was back in 2019 against Blake the Body Harris. And Harris absolutely picked the maniacal one apart. Glee did not go into the match serious enough, and he paid for it, and has not had an opportunity for championship gold since, but really doesn't try. What is this? Glee now dancing and mocking Alex Quinn inside the ring. Here comes the maniacal one and catches him in the neck breaker. Glee now in control, kick to the midsection. Glee takes him over, snapping neckbreaker again by the maniacal one. We've got a cover. Quinn gets the shoulder up. Glee looks a little surprised by that. What the hell is he doing? Glee now again just watching, staring like a child with amazement and confusion. Oh, and again, Quinn fires back with that shot to the head. Quinn now hoists him up on the shoulders and a powerbomb. Glee crashing down to the canvas on the back of his head and neck, but still gets the shoulder up. Glee now rolling to the outside, trying to shake possibly the cobwebs off. Quinn staying on the inside. Glee now crouching down, it looks like, again, trying to shake this off. Here comes the maniacal one, and again lands the big boot. Where the hell's Glee going now? Glee up and over the top rope and takes out Troy Grant. He needs to pay attention to Alex Quinn. He needs to stay focused. And that's why Quinn coming right in, grabbing an old bear hug after Glee continuously turning his attentions to Troy Grant on the outside. Glee now clapping the ears of Quinn. Up and over into the corner. Quinn turns things around on the maniacal one. Another big size 12 right across the chin of Glee. Strangle him, choking him out in the corner. And Quinn again, the cockiness showing through. Glee getting back to his feet. Turns things around again. Glee now, scoop slam. on all fours into a headbutt. Goes to Maniacal One, and Quinn now again trying to roll away. Troy Grant definitely looks upset on the outside. Glee with a stunner on the ropes, using the top rope as a weapon. Glee now on the apron. Comes off with an elbow, nobody home. Quinn saw it coming, dodging himself out of the way. And now Glee banked off the ringside apron. Referee up to a 3 count. Glee dodging out of the way. Quinn in a world of trouble here. Glee drives the elbow right across the nose, right across the snout of Alex Quinn. That'll bring some tears to your eyes. Glee now hoists him up into a suplex. Oh! Reverse Falcon Arrow. And now we get, is that a chicken dance? Is that what that was? Was that the chicken dance by the Maniacal Glee? Glee now stalking over Quinn. Kick to the midsection. Glee DT connects to Alex Quinn. We've got a cover. Almost a 3 count. Glee not happy about that. Thought he had the victory at hand. Glee off the ropes again. Dodging out of the way is Alex Quinn. Glee going for the high cross body. Glee sweeps out the legs. Glee now again screaming. Well, quite frankly, just odd sounds. Glee again off the ropes. Where the hell is he going? Off the top! Beautiful! Moonsault by the Maniacal Glee. Not often we see Glee go to the high rent district, but landed a beautiful moonsault. Drops the leg up, and a second time, the Glee DT. We've got a cover now. Glee pulls off the victory. Troy Grant on the outside does not look happy. Cannot say I blame him. But the Maniacal One pulling off the victory tonight on XFW. Boom, dropping him down. Reverse Falcon Arrow by the Maniacal One. One hell of a maneuver there. Those knee pads freaked the hell out of me, folks. The Maniacal Glee victorious over Alex Quinn tonight. Whoa. Fenwick is making his way out. Fenwick, the monster Fenwick. What the hell is he doing out here? Fenwick now racing in to the Maniacal Glee. What the hell is this all about? Fenwick with the right hand. Troy Grant staring now, watching on. Fenwick now dumping Glee up and over. Obviously the Ministry now thinking Glee might be a threat as Fenwick is out here with a shot to the midsection. Are you kidding me? The Ministry urging their ugly heads out again. Fenwick, an unprovoked attack on the Maniacal Glee now. Folks, each and every week the Ministry spreads their darkness, this cloud that looms over XFW more and more and more. As we continue to see this time and time again. And now, Fenwick coming out. I have not seen the Glee be involved with any member of the Ministry of Darkness. I can't even think of a time they've even been in the ring against each other. But for whatever reason, Fenwick coming out, attacking the Maniacal One, and dropping him down. That was a brutal display of power by Fenwick. And again, folks, completely unprovoked. But if anyone is deemed a threat or any kind of resistance to the Ministry, they attack like a hungry pack of wolves. And I honestly don't think anyone in XFW is safe from anything or anyone in the Ministry. The attacks are relentless and constant here at XFW. Drago still reigning as the World Heavyweight Champion and continues to spread his influence across the roster. And not only that influence, folks, but just this fear of this looming dread over everyone in the locker room. Now we've got a number of XFW stars who are trying to rid the Ministry of XFW of the Ministry, trying to stave off these attacks, stave off this doom and gloom, but no one has been successful, not even the Destroyer himself. And again, tonight, for the first time ever, the Destroyer will team up with Bad Boy Marshall Sweet in our main event as the two go head-to-head with Fenwick and the Wanderer Owen Bush in tag team competition. Right now, we're going to head down the ring. Triple threat, Extreme Rules match coming your way next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Matsuda Tanaka.
The following contest is a triple threat Extreme Rules match. Making it
Matsuda Tanaka, one of the smallest competitors in XFW. But what he lacks up in size and strength, he makes up for in outstanding in-ring capabilities, high-flying action, and outstanding strong-style martial arts capabilities inside the squared circle. Recently having a number of high-profile matches with Thunderbolt Alpha. Tanaka is still trying to get his first opportunity at XFW Gold, and quite frankly, folks, it could be right around the corner. One of his opponents tonight,
from Chelsea,
Christopherson Pierce, the man that claims to be the 26th man in line for the throne of England.
Pierce.
And folks, I'm not exactly sure how Christopherson Pierce finds out he is, in fact, the 26th man in line for the throne. How do you determine that? What is the pecking order that you decide that you are the 26th man in line? I'd like to see how that comes into play. I'd like to see how that works. What is the determination? What is the who makes that decision as far as the military or the government in the United Kingdom? One thing is for sure, Christopherson Pierce is an outstanding in-ring performer. And the third member in the matchup tonight, ladies and gentlemen,
Weighing in at 200.
newcomer to XFW,
Tenacious
Tenacious Terry
Terry Flynn.
Flynn. This young man has yet to win a match in XFW, but continues to strive and try. Just out of college, an outstanding in-ring performer in Greco-Roman style wrestling. Came in second in All-State Wrestling in Alabama just last year, now taking his shot at professional wrestling. Has yet to find his niche, has yet to find any traction here at XFW. But tonight he's going to take a matchup with two high-profile stars. This can either be very good or very, very bad for Terry Flynn. But already Matsuda Tanaka watching on as these two already go into play. Tanaka now hoisting him up. And dropping him on his back is Tanaka. Flynn now driving him down to the canvas as Tanaka takes an early lead. Knife edge chop now by Tanaka. Kick to the midsection by Flynn as Christopherson Pierce watches on. Flynn now in control. Look at this. Then the man bounces right back up to his feet. Impressively so is Terry Flynn. Christopherson Pierce with a nice counter. Tanaka getting himself back into this matchup. Oh, and drives him down. What a shot. And a beautiful drop kick there by Christopherson Pierce, and levels it down. What a shot. Back to live action now. Terry Flynn going to the outside. Christopherson, Pierce left inside with Matsuda Tanaka. Pierce now snaps suplex. Oh, Terry Flynn with a baseball bat and handed a shot right to the top of the head of Christopherson. Pierce, that'll level the playing field. We've got a cover by Flynn. Could this be his night? Pierce gets the shoulder up. How he managed to do that, I do not know. Tanaka still trying to get back to his hands and feet as Flynn now goes to work on Christopherson Pierce. Tanaka coming in, goes for the high cross body. Flynn dodging out of the way. This young man so far, folks, has been pretty impressive in this triple threat matchup. Takes Tanaka up. Justin Hess, thank you for following. Welcome to XFW and Saturday Night Showdown. And a clubbing blow to the back now by Tanaka. Into a chin breaker. Uh-oh. Justin Heath, thank you for liking the stream as well. Tanaka now with the baseball bat. Charging in a shot to the throat of Christopherson Pierce. And Tanaka is swinging away. Pierce now taking the shot away. High cross body. Delivered by Tanaka. Tanaka now rolling to the outside. Flynn starting to get back to his feet. Tanaka. What has Tanaka got over there? Tanaka with a table at ringside. Flynn now back inside going head to head. Flynn, collar elbow tie up now with Christopherson Pierce. Driving the knee into the midsection. Taking all the wind out of... Whoa! What a fire back now. Up over the top rope, down goes Chris. Oh, sledgehammer in play. Flynn wisely knocking it out of the hands of Tanaka before the damage was dealt. German suplex now wrapped on, but Tanaka fighting back. Elbow shot to the face of Christopherson Pierce. Tanaka sweeps out the legs and drops it across the knee, stretching out the ACL of Christopherson Pierce. But Flynn again interjecting himself. There comes Tanaka and connects. Again the cross chop. Delivered to Terry Flynn by Tanaka. Driving him down. Latching on the hammerlock now is Tanaka. Pierce on the outside now with a kendo stick in hand. Tanaka saw it coming now. Again the knife edge chops. Wind up. Blasting him into the corner. Tanaka now with the kendo stick. And drives it across the skull of Christopherson Pierce. And another one. And a third time. Tanaka now going to town. And drops him down powerbomb style. Flynn coming back inside the ropes. Tanaka goes for a drop kick. Nobody home. Flynn now back in control. Tanaka with a nice counter. Takes him up and over. Front face lock now by Tanaka. Tanaka now with Flynn. Oh, no, no, no. Flynn on the shoulders. Tanaka sends him through the table. Whoa, 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 and a triangle hold. Out of nowhere, lands a triangle hold on Christopherson Pierce. Pierce has nowhere to go. Pierce is stuck. Pierce trying to fight his way through. Repeated shots down with Tanaka and gets the hold off. Christopherson Pierce down with an Irish whip. Lands him through. Beautiful flow. But Tanaka's going for a neckbreaker. Turns it into a face buster. Cover now on Tanaka. Gets the shoulder up. Drop kick now. Flynn again with the shoulder. With the sledgehammer. Big right hand. By Christopherson Pierce. Flynn rolling to the outside. And a suplex now by Tanaka. Christopherson Pierce trying to roll to the outside as well. Tanaka right there and bringing him back in the hard way. Flynn trying to get back to himself. Low kick there. And a super kick right underneath the jaw of Christopherson Pierce. We've got a cover. Tanaka pulls off the victory. What a shot. What a triple threat. Extreme Rules and Matsuda Tanaka. With the low angle savate kick to the chin. Right here, folks. Look at this. Boom. Flynn essentially spent a lot of time on the outside of the ring after that brutal impact by Tanaka. And here it is. Look at this. Boom! The upswing Tanaka has on that kick, ladies and gentlemen, is devastating. Matsuda Tanaka walking away with the victory tonight on Showdown. That young man has a lot of talent here in XFW, and he is going to go far. Elroy Charles, thank you for following, and Jack Napier, 4921 over on Twitch. To join XFW, if you have a wrestler you'd like to see on XFW programming, you need to send us a message directly to our XFW Facebook with images and background for your wrestler. Keep in mind, no wrestler can be higher than the overall score of 88, or they will be lowered. And if a background is not sent, we will make up one for that character. And not only that, please keep in mind, XFW is not an E-Fed. XFW is not a competitive league. XFW is run and booked as a real wrestling federation, storyline and character driven. It is booked by actual professional wrestlers and a writing staff here at Bloodsword6 Streaming. But you can, again, send us a submission and application to get a wrestler into XFW, again, by directing to our Facebook page, Extreme Fantasy Wrestling on Facebook. We will actually put that link in our Twitch channel so you guys can check that out and get a message to us. But again, please keep in mind, it is not an E-Fed. It is not a competitive league. The matches are played out either by AI or some of our staff here at XFW during the live broadcast. And again, we are storyline and character driven. But again, we welcome all fan submissions. We still have a lot of submissions we're trying to get through here in XFW as we try to get some characters in. Now, keep in mind, if your character does not grab us, if they're not original, if it is not eye-catching and captivating, they may not debut on XFW television. If they do not resonate with the audience and get some kind of response, they may not stay in XFW. We've got a lot of folks come through our revolving door and find themselves way on the outside after coming in and going blah. But you are still welcome to send us a submission to XFW. We encourage that. We're going to get that into our page or onto our Twitch program. But right now, folks, we're heading down the ringside as tag team action comes your way next on XFW. As here come the White Dragons. That is definitely the wrong music for the White Dragons as they make their way out to ringside.
On the way to the ring.
There we go.
454 pounds.
The White Dragons, Akira Matsuda. And Moose. Sorry, I'm trying to get our list in for our folks. There we go. Kushida